Alright, so this laptop's making a loud buzzing sound. The fan is actually bad. So we're going to be opening it up to see if we can repair the fan. This is an HP Pavilion laptop, model 15-CS0053CL. Let me see if I can show you the sound real quick. Okay, so if I power this up, oh, you can already hear it. It's not that loud right now because the fan's spinning slow, but you can hear it. There you go. You can hear it a bit. Anyways, the internal battery looks like it's going bad. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyways, the internal battery looks like it's going bad as well. So let's go ahead and get to work on this before the battery, so that way I have some battery to test it. We're using a JIS1 or PH1 screwdriver. You want to keep the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that, flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern we remove them. There were rubber feet here, but I guess the customer already had them removed, or they maybe fell out somehow, I don't know. Anyways, we're just going to remove all these screws. If you're wondering how you get these rubber feet out, I do have another video where I worked on this model, so if you want to see that, just let me know. I have a link I can send you, or maybe I'll post it as a pinned comment. Anyways, we switched over to a JIS0 or PH0 screwdriver to get the screws on the front here out. Okay, so there's 3 on the front here. This bottom cover is somewhat difficult to remove, as you'll see once we get to it. Alright, if this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Right, anyways, now that we got the screws out, we're going to open this up. I'm going to get my fingernails in this gap here, and I'm going to push with my thumb here. Let's see if we can pop it out from this side or if we have to go from the back. I haven't worked on this model in a while, so I might not remember, and then we'll see. We'll just see which way works. Okay, that's kind of not working, so let's see if we can get it started from the back. Sometimes on this one it might help to use a suction cup or something. I might have to use my metal thin pry tool to get under here, but let's see. Okay, you can see it's having a tough time. Okay, it helps to kind of pull from the center, it seems. That made a gap in the back here. Okay, so it looks like we're going to start from the back, and let's see if we can work our way over. And the reason why this helps is because it pulls the clips inwards like this, and should make it a bit easier to pop open. There we go. Okay, you can see we've got this. The clips actually go under this way. Okay, so you kind of want to pull the case back, so when you curl it, it pulls the clips inwards like this. Okay, so we're gonna lift this, and I'm gonna put pressure underneath with my fingers on these here and kind of flex it in so that we can try and bend it up. Oh, give me a second, I'm getting a call. I'll be back. Alright, sorry about that. It was a customer picking up their computer. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue popping this out. Again, we're pulling it in to get the clips to release. Okay, we got most of it on that side. Let's see about going on this side again. Does seem like there's quite a bit of dust under here. Okay, wow, this one's kind of tough to remove. Come on. Jeez, these clips are strong here. Okay, there we go. So I kind of pulled down here and pulled up here, and that actually pulled the whole cover out. There we go. So you can see it's pretty dusty. I'm gonna have to clean that up, and this is also pretty dusty. We're gonna have to see if we can add grease to it, because you can see the fan spins okay. And again, I'm just gonna do the fan repair here because the rest I've already done in another video, so if you want to see that. Alright, anyways, we're gonna remove the fan here. So you want to be careful because we are doing this with power still on the board. The battery's connected. Okay, so just be careful not to drop the screws or anything in here. Okay, there's 3 screws holding this fan into place. Once we get those 3 screws out, hopefully we can just lift the fan up. Yes, we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and disconnect this. The fan has this connector here. I just use my fingernails at the edge of this part of the connector, and then I kind of just wiggle it. Okay, just like this. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on. and there we go, it pops out. All right, now we got the fan. All right, not too bad. And there's quite a bit of like dust and stuff in there. Actually, there's even some metal piece stuck to that dust ball. So good thing we got that, because if it rolled around and went into the motherboard, that could have been dangerous. All right, anyways, I'm gonna take this out first. I'm gonna brush the dust off, clean it up. Also here, I just use a toothbrush and then I use an electric air blower to clean it out. And then I'll be back and we'll see if we can repair this fan or if we're gonna have to replace it. Okay, all right. And also there's a part number here for the fan, you see, L25584-001. okay, I'm assuming that's for the fan because it's on the fan. All right, anyways, let me clean that up and I'll be back. Also, we're gonna clean this as well. Okay, all right, see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back. So clean this up. Here you can see it's a lot cleaner. Okay, I think they spray some kind of copper or something on here to help with heat, but I don't know, it's kind of, yep, I don't know if it actually helps. Maybe it helps a little. All right, here you can see the fan is a lot cleaner. All right, and this is a lot cleaner. It does still buzz because the grease in it is bad, so we're gonna have to see if we can fix it. It only happens when it spins really fast. You can see, like, as I spin it, sometimes it gets stuck and then it stops itself. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Otherwise, that's gonna be a problem with the heating. I'm surprised it hasn't overheated. If it hasn't, the customer didn't say anything about it overheating. All right, anyways, we're gonna use a razor blade. I have this, it's broken, but I'm using it anyways. All right, so we have these little raised plastic pieces here that we need to cut off. There's several of them. We're just gonna cut these off, okay? So I just kind of go in a slicing motion like this. There we go. And we're gonna cut each one off, okay? And hopefully we can fix this fan. Otherwise, we're gonna have to get a replacement. Okay, that side's kind of difficult since I'm left-handed. We're gonna work on that after. Cut this off. I think I might not be cutting at an angle enough. It helps to cut more at an angle to keep it against the fan better. There we go. Okay, and then there's these little rubber things in the way. There's stickers, you can actually peel them up, but I'm gonna leave them there and just try and cut next to it. And you have to do it in this slow slicing motion. Take your time. Okay, did it cut through the metal there? Okay, there we go. It cut through the metal a little bit and then it got caught. Uh-oh, what happened? Why did my thing stop recording? Is it still recording? Okay, for some reason my secondary screen turned itself off. I don't know why. Anyways, I don't know what I'm recording at this point because of that. So hopefully, I don't know why my Chromecast thingy decided to restart itself. Okay, I'm gonna try doing it this way because, again, I am left-handed and hopefully you guys can see. I have to stand up and see a little bit because my screen that normally shows me what I'm doing turned off. I might have to turn that back on because this is gonna make it hard to work. All right. Give me a second, I'm gonna turn that back on and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I'm not sure what happened. I ended up having to restart my phone and everything. All right, so we wanna check and make sure that all the plastic is cut out around the metal. Okay, these look good. This one's a little bit still extended or protruding a little bit here, but I think it should be okay. Let's see if we can pop this off now. So hold the bottom piece down and pull on this, and there we go. So we got this metal plate out. You can see it's a little bit dusty here, so we're gonna clean that off. All right, clean that off. All right, so you can see it's a lot cleaner now. Set that aside, we'll clean this as well. Okay, if you're wondering, I'm just using a toothbrush and I'm kind of just brushing it around like this or however, okay. And it also helps to kind of hold the propellers so that there's a little bit of pressure when you brush this, just like that. Okay, let's go ahead and see now if we can pop these propeller blades off. Usually the safest way, if you can access the middle part. This one seems like the metal protrudes too far, but usually you kind of want to push through there. This one seems like we can't, but basically you'd be pushing on the back of the center ring. But since we can't do that, let's try and just lift it straight up. Not really working too well. Problem is my fingers aren't skinny enough to fit through here, so let's see if I can push it through with this. I think these propellers probably aren't going to come out. Let's see. I'm gonna try getting under here. Actually, is it? It lifted a little bit, but not quite. So it kind of wiggles and lifts a little bit, but not enough to pop it out. So these propeller blades seem like they're going to be pretty tough to pop out, actually. I'm going to try and get underneath using this and see if I can somehow pry this out this way. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. These propeller blades seem to be stuck on there pretty strong. I don't want to go too far. If you go too far under and you try and pry it up, you can accidentally pry up the, what do you call, the control board and stuff there, the motor. So we're going to try and go here, and then I'm going to get in between on both sides and see if I just twist it and see if I can somehow lift it that way. Doesn't seem to want to pop out. So this fan, I don't know if we can repair it. I might have to do it the way where I drill a hole through the bottom, but that method sometimes doesn't come out as nice, so I'm trying to avoid that. And this fan doesn't lift high enough that I can just push it through. I don't think it'll hit the table, because the other way I'd have to do it is have something in between, push on all three sides. And I don't know, let me try, maybe I can try using a bunch of popsicle sticks. Let's see what we got here. I'll try using a bunch of popsicle sticks here. Let's see if we can pop it out. Let's see, so if I can get this under, they might be too thick actually. Oh man, this is the worst type of fan. Yeah, they're too thick. Let's see. Get this here, and then try and get the popsicle stick under from there. Yeah, this is not, I don't think it's gonna work. So I'm trying to get underneath. It helps, I mean, it would be best if you can get evenly underneath the entire thing, but it's not wanting to do that. So let's see, popsicle stick here. I feel like it's gonna end up just breaking these off, which is, yeah, we don't want that. Can I somehow, it's not at a good angle, that's the problem. Okay, we're going to try getting under here with popsicle sticks and see. Can I push this popsicle stick further in? Please don't break the propellers. It doesn't want to go. I'm going to try and twist it again. Come on, pop it off. It doesn't want, oh, did we get it? Popped out some. Hopefully that's the propeller and not the motor. Oh, I think the motor might have popped up. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to pop this one out. They designed this not to be, oh, there we go, actually, we got it. Okay, so we got lucky. We were able to pop this out. Now what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to use some oil and a needle or something small to drip some oil into there. Okay, you can use a screwdriver, anything really. I use synthetic motor oil. You can use any oil that's designed for lubricating moving parts. You don't want to use like cooking oil or WD-40 or anything like that, okay? That doesn't actually lubricate, so yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do, let me get this little piece here. There's my tool stuck. Okay. All right, so basically what we're gonna do, I'm gonna tilt this over sideways to get a little bit of oil. Just get it on this, and we're just gonna drip it into the hole here. Okay, and we're gonna get that in. All right, once we've done that, we're gonna clean it a little bit, and then we're just going to repeat that process a few times. Okay, so we're going to clean out the center here, clean off the top. Oh, we do also want to clean off this piece as well, so I'm going to just use that part that had the grease on it and clean that up. Okay, and we're going to clean around the inside here. While we have this open, you can also brush off the dust from here. So I'll move this out of the way, and we'll kind of just brush this. And then go back the other way. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to put some more grease in there. Okay, if you don't have oil, if you have a car, a gas-powered car, or a lawnmower, gas-powered lawnmower or something, you can actually take the oil from there. You only need like a small amount, like a couple drops or so, just to kind of lubricate the inside there. Okay. All right. So yeah, you don't need to go out and go buy a bunch of oil or anything. All right, so there we go. We got the oil all in there. We're gonna now put this back on top. I'm gonna, before I click it into place, I'm gonna just use my air blower to kind of spin it around, clean it off one time, and then, okay, you can see how well this is spinning, and it keeps spinning. That's good. It's not snapped in place, so it's not gonna spin as well as if I snap it down. But let's go ahead and clean this off and see what the grease looks like there. And the grease there is pretty clean, so most likely it just didn't have enough grease. I'm gonna put a little bit more grease there. Okay. All right. All right. We'll clean this off and do that. Okay. All right, so now that we got all of that done, set the bottle of oil aside. Okay, and we're just gonna snap this piece back into place. We're done with the razor blade as well. So just line that up and then click it down. There you go. So much better. You can see it keeps spinning. All right. And that's what you want. Okay, and normally you know it's a good fan when you see the fan blade wobble like this after it's done. That means basically the magnetic field is strong enough to cause the fan to move. So that means there's not that much friction. So here you can see how well it can kind of roll backwards. So if I pull it one way and then it can kind of wobble. I don't know if the camera picks it up. It's hard to see in camera. Anyways, once we've got that, we're just gonna put this back together. Hopefully prying this out didn't cause any bends or warping of this metal plate back here. Because if it did, then the propellers might hit there, and we're gonna have to find out like we're gonna have to try and bend it back flat. All right, anyways, this snaps on pretty nicely. You can see this plate actually stays on pretty well on its own because there was a little bit excess of the plastic there. But we are going to use some tape to secure it just to make sure it doesn't come out again or come out on its own. You don't need any special tape. This is just packaging tape, okay? And we're just gonna cut several pieces overlapping it to wrap around both sides, and that way the fan will be held in place. Okay, so I just cut a small strip like this, and we're just gonna cut this into little strips like that to wrap over the fan. So basically just get some flat areas here and wrap half of it over this side, okay, and then the other end wrap it over, okay. And we're just going to do this going over the entire fan, okay, just to make sure that it doesn't pop off. Okay, very simple, nothing too special about it. Okay. Alright. I'm just going to keep going around to tape all of this down. Make sure it's nice and secure. Okay, so you can see we're wrapping it all the way over, and then a little bit of it ends up on the back side as well, and that way there's no way it's going to come back out. If you want, you can use like longer strips of tape to just wrap it completely around, but I wouldn't worry about it. It doesn't really need that strong of a hold. Okay, it's not like someone's prying this open when it's in the laptop, so it's not going to really affect it if you didn't put too much tape on it. Okay. But you do want to have at least a little bit. Go. Okay, and this piece is a little weird, but you can kind of just tape over the whole piece here. Okay, so I have this big piece, so I'm just going to wrap it over the entire thing. There we go, and there's a random gap here for no reason, so yeah. Anyways, that should be good. If you try and pull it apart, you can see it stays together. Alright, should be good. Let's go ahead now and reassemble the laptop. Okay. Very straightforward. We're just going to put the fan back into place, put the screws back in, and we should be good to go. Of course, you do have to reconnect the thing. Am I doing something? Okay, that's, for some reason I thought the connector went this way. Okay. If you get a new fan, make sure that you put the connector the right way. You can see the metal pins facing up like that. If you have it upside down, you can actually damage the motherboard, so make sure that you put the connection the right way. And then I just pinch the two pieces together like that. Okay, perfect. Then we'll get these screws back in. I can actually power it up, and then you can see the fan spinning. So let me do that once I get all these screws back in. Actually, maybe I shouldn't, because the hinges need the screws helping hold it. Actually, I'll tighten the hinge screws and then I can do that. Let's see here. Zoom out here, tighten this, make sure these are nice and snug. This one was a little loose. Okay, I'm gonna open this up. The customer told me also their battery's bad, but they can probably do that on their own. They said they upgraded the RAM, so it should be okay. All right, we're gonna power this up, and hopefully you'll be able to see the fan spinning, assuming it has enough battery. Oh, there you go. And you can see much quieter, no bzzz sound. All right, we're gonna try to shut it off, and then we're gonna get the bottom cover back on. But again, the main purpose of this video was just for that fan repair, so we accomplished that goal. Let's go ahead and get the bottom cover back on. Okay, and why is this one not going in? Just clip this, there we go. Okay, then just clip all of this back in. It helps to kind of push the cover inwards towards the center as you kind of clip it because of the way the clips are shaped. I'm getting a call. That might be the customer. But anyways, let me go ahead and just put all these screws back and we should be good to go. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Again, if it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Well, after I get all these screws back in. Got 3 more down here, and we're good. Okay, I think that customer was calling me. Alright, last one. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, let's drop this. Bye.